Welcome. Is it me you're looking? Hey guys. Hi Joshua. Chris. Creating with Amy. Hi. Cindy K, what's up? James, I'm going okay. How are you? Sophie, hi. PF, yo. Season, thank you. I appreciate that. Great to have you here. Courtney, welcome. Peter, morning. Doing okay. Josh, what's going on in my world? Not much today. Just chugging along as always. It's a pretty chilly Thursday morning. A Thursday morning in Australia, which is autumn. And Roger, our little kitten cat, we want to call it, is freaking out about birds. He can see. Roger, what are you finding, buddy? You okay? All right, he's freaking out. Just about fell off the window sill. Whitney's here. Hey, Whitney, how are you? What's happening? Thank you, Season. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear it. It helps. Shiny, hi. Ernestine, yes. Melbourne/Victoria is blue sky, sunny, and bloody freezing. So it's sunny cold. Oh yeah, Richard, you can ask questions in the chat. Doesn't mean I'll get to all of them, but you can, and anyone in the chat can respond. If you think you can answer a question, you just at that person and then give them a go. You can just chat amongst yourselves, whatever helps you. Someone whose name is like Symbols. I'm sorry, I'm assuming that's either Symbols or a different language that I don't understand, but I'm just going to say hello back. Yes, Cindy, the giant slayer kitty. Oh, it's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay, Whitney. I know that the countdown's on to. I think the countdown's on. Actually, I'm not sure where you are, but I think the countdown's on to school holidays in America or North America. Paradox. I did hear of the Four Corners, which is an ABC show in Australia, on school refusal. Apparently, the language has changed, and now they call it school. No, this is a problem with an Australian saying this. School can't. I would say school. You can or you can't. School can't. I want to be clear. I'm saying the word C-A-N-T. Anyway, it used to be called school refusal, and now it's called school can't. If I say it the Australian way, all hell breaks loose. Nevertheless, this, I'm not trying to do humor, by the way. I swear I'm not trying to do humor. I started to watch it. Who else? Sorry, Paradox. I started to watch it. It distressed me so much in like the first 2 minutes. I thought, you know what? This is my life. My life is this distressful. I don't need to watch a goddamn show to make it worse. So I pulled the pin. I stopped watching it. But in effect, it was a horrific investigative journalism show on how hard it is for young Australian kids to go to school based on many different reasons. It doesn't have to be autism or ADHD or many different reasons. They simply can't go to school anymore. I said it. And it's a heartbreaking, horrible reality for kids right across the planet. I'm not sure if you guys can access it overseas, but if you could, you'd be looking at you'd Google search ABC Australia. Clearly, in North America, ABC is a large commercial network. In Australia, ABC is like a public broadcaster. So like the BBC or the CBC or potentially a bit like PBS. So you just Google search ABC Australia Four Corners, and if that allows you from a different country to view the stories, then you'll appreciate it. It's Korean for Yuri. I did mean you. Hi Yuri. Thank you for telling me that. I'm stoked to hear that. Thank you so much, Yuri. Thank you so much for filling me in. It's great to have you, my friend. Welcome. James, no, not a fan of snow. Courtney, you shared it. Did you? Okay. Ernestine, you like cool. It helps you regulate. So it's better for me. You run hot all the time. Okay. That's interesting. I'm the same with temperatures. People always go, what season do you like the most? And I always say, whatever season I'm not in. Because it's like people go, oh, I'm a summer person. And then you get to summer and they're like, oh, it's so hot. It's like, yeah, that's right. Because if you ask the people, what's your favorite season? Whatever season I'm not in. That's my answer. Veronica, hi, hello, how are you? Where are we here? Got a few weeks left, Whitney, before school holidays. Oh man, I feel for you. NE Dad, want to say thank you, sir. Your videos are helping me and my partner understand autism. Thank you, I appreciate that. Richard, your wife won't accept that she's either autistic or something similar. Meanwhile, she tells me I'm ADHD all the time. Any tips on how to deal with a partner in denial of their ND? So I guess that's a common thing, Richard. The thing is, though, there's a lot of gaps missing in this with regards to facts. So for starters, are you saying your wife has a medically diagnosed, a medical diagnosis, and she is in fact denying what people have diagnosed her with? Or are you saying you just think she is and she won't entertain that idea? Because they're two very different things. I get emails all the time from people going, how can I tell my partner that I think they may be, neurodivergent? Or I don't know, they won't accept it or think about it, or they deny it. And I get those emails a lot. And the only thing I can ever really say back is, in the end, if you want to bring it up as a human being who's allowed to speak, you can bring it up. But it's really not your right or your decision to make other people accept or not accept or do or don't do something. In many ways, it's like not only demand avoidance, but it's free choice. So I get that it's tricky. But it's just reality, unfortunately. Brittany, hi. Well, that's crazy, Courtney, about your friend, just for their kids missing school. Veronica, I think I said hey already, but hey back, Veronica. Georgia, I think it's Georgia. Polly, hey, thank you, because we've learned more about autism from your YouTube channel than any therapist we met. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. James, can I do collaborations with other creators like Jen and Claire? Well, I have. So check them out. I've got a collaborations playlist on my channel. Kenzie Page, hi. Sorry, guys, trying to catch up. Smokey, hi. Don't forget, guys, if you have any thoughts on other people's questions, you can just at their username and give them an idea or some thoughts. Veronica, what do you do when your friends pressure you to eat with them, but you do not just can't eat the same food as them? Oh, yep. Because they eat lots of fast foods. Okay. Your friends pressure you to eat with them. You don't like the food they eat. Any ideas, guys, to at Veronica? I mean, from my point of view, Veronica, I think it's pretty simple. For starters, what do you actually want out of it? Do you want to hang out with your friends, and the only time is when they're eating? You could hang out with your friends and just not eat when they eat, or get something, that's like from that place, but maybe it's a drink or a side or something. You can't really. It's like, so. Look at it like this. If you said, I don't like this food, if you want to hang out with me, you have to eat different food, they're going to get stuffed. But then you can say, but that's what you're doing to me. I want to hang out with you, but you're forcing me to have to come to these places or eat these foods. So you got to be open and honest with friends, especially when you have different tastes and sensory needs and triggers. Oh, James, you mean do a 3-person collab? It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Smokey, it's sunny cold where you are. There you go. Georgia, Polly, my husband is autistic, had a meltdown last month. He ran away to hide and sleep in a hotel for a month. Is that what you said? Now I think he's burnt out. He's always had a very demanding job. Part of me would wish him to work less. Part of me recognizes, gives him a frame. He needs a lot of time to cool down. If he works 8 hours per day, he has no energy for literally anything else. What do you think about this? I think everything you've said is correct. It sounds like your autistic husband is trying to do too much or pushing himself too much with regards to putting his own personal needs behind that of everyone else. And that you might think, well, that's what people are supposed to do, right? You can't be selfish. Well, the answer is, but hang on. By doing that, you're putting your regulation needs, right? You're putting your ability to live life last, and therefore you're not meeting them, and therefore you're going to become dysregulated. It's going to lead to shutdowns, meltdowns, burnout, outbursts, and yes, an agitation around other people, not wanting to be around your own family. So in the end, autistic people, I don't believe, many autistic people are going to find it easy to thrive in a normal life, a normal 9 to 5 regular neurotypical role in a regular neurotypical environment. I mean, there's exceptions. But what environments are there that provide you with the ability to regulate yourself as someone who has a different brain? So then it's always gonna, and your family. I always say this to, like family and friends, and in my opinion, I think we talk to our own family, right, in a way where if we talk to people we work with like that, we'd be fired. It's like, why is it we talk to the people we love the most the worst, right? And if that's the case, people go, you can't talk to them like this in the workplace because that's not acceptable. But then they will go home and talk to their family like that. But then say you can't talk to them like that in the workplace. But the workplace is in the real world like your family is. So if that's the case, why can't we all just get over the fact that as humans, we're going to offend each other and say things and, be dysregulated? And it's bizarre. Someone can actually complain about someone talking to them badly, then go home and talk like that to their own family. So anyway, contradiction, bullshit contradiction. It's utter rubbish. I think your husband, Georgia, has to really reassess how his life helps him maintain regulation and quality of life, and at least consider his own needs. If you've got to the point where you have a meltdown, that's been triggered by multiple bouts of dysregulation, and you have to escape your life or escape your family to come back, but even then you're still not back. That's a clear sign that you are not providing yourself the ability to stay regulated, or at least think about your needs. Which is critical for someone with a different brain. It's a medically diagnosed condition, and people can get huffy puffy, but it's a medically diagnosed, recognized disability. That means, and you think it means something bad, but that means a part of being autistic is going to disable your ability to thrive. And if you want to able your ability to thrive, you're going to have to factor in you've got something working every day to disable your ability to thrive. Your brain taking in the world differently. You can't live a normal life just because you want to, or your partner wants you to. That's bullshit. Yuri, I think that's right. You mentioned you're in Korea. Tips on anxiety from stimming in public. Again, the community should help. Tips on anxiety in public and stuff. I mean, I think to suppress the things will help you through anxiety is the worst thing you could do. So withholding or suppressing certain stimming things that can help you through anxiety, again, for others, is only going to heighten your anxiety and dysregulate you. So for me, the tips are try to avoid or minimize putting yourself into triggering environments. That's simple. And when this is something that has to happen, it's really important to just encourage and embrace the things will help you. Don't allow the judgment of others to stop you, because that's not going to help you in any respect. C. Blandy, hi. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, Veronica, you talked about you tried, but your friends got upset about talking about foods you eat when you get together. I mean, this is the issue, right? So your friends are going to get upset, but then you have to say to them, but that's what you're getting upset about is what you're forcing me to do. They have to be able to relate or empathize with what's upset them is what they're making you do. Right? This, in the end, it's going to come down to, well, hang on, guys, how is this fair? It's always going to be tricky navigating these types of conversations and friendships as a neurodivergent person. So, Barb, if I eat with friends, it's one person at a time and we get to decide where and what, so I know I'll enjoy it. Great idea. You do want to keep the friendship, but sometimes you don't know what to say since you're not really good at arguing. Yeah, I mean, Veronica, like I said, I think the best thing to say is it's just, rather than being emotional, is being logical, which is actually a strength in neurodivergent people or the autistic brain. I acknowledge me telling you to change the food you eat to help me is offensive or upsets you, but that's exactly what's happening to me. So how can we get through this? Lots of great people commenting too. Good on you guys for commenting. You're doing a great job and helping other people in the community. That's what it's all about. If you're here, do us a favor and chat amongst yourselves. Meet people, help people, form a community. And if you are enjoying your time here, find the like button. Vlad Lou, as a guy finally getting diagnosed at 19 has been really freeing. However, I still struggle on finding the best accommodations I can ask in university. Yeah. Uni and accommodations is really tricky. I experienced it myself, and it forced me to drop out. Because what they look at, and just this is my experience, and it could have changed, but in my experience, they look at is assessment-based. So they go, okay, cool, so you're autistic or you're neurodivergent, you want some supports? Okay, cool. So we'll help you with assessment stuff, as in you can get 10 minutes extra for an exam or, an extra week for an essay or whatever. And they look at it like, well, we're giving you more time, right? Like you're saying, they're basically saying, we think you're slow, and we are slow processors, but we think you're stupid and slow. Basically what they're saying is we'll give you more time. Now, of course, it doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're racing a guy in a sprint, right, but only the other person has legs, and they said, don't worry, we'll give you a 10-meter head start, you're still not going to win the race. So if they can't provide you as a neurodivergent person with supports during in-semester learning that actually help you learn the content, it doesn't matter what they give you in the assessment phase. You can't be assessed on what you don't know. 10 extra minutes in an exam is not going to help someone who wasn't given a single support to learn the stuff. It can't be this hard. Stacey used to just meet her friends with a picnic basket or bring your own snacks. That's a great idea. Instead of going to restaurants and eating food you don't want to eat because that's where your friends want to go. Courtney's right. A real friend would be more flexible. I agree. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. They're bouncing up and down. So I apologize, guys. I'm doing my best. Okay. It's hard to process. Jennifer number one. Hi, how are you? Georgia, you have a couple of friends, married, they go to 2 different restaurants. The wife, she likes to try new places, and then the husbands go to the regular burger place, and it works. I'm the same. That's great. Do they have burgers? Okay, we'll go there. What kind of burgers do they have? Brilliant. Good night, Courtney. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. Sorry I'm behind on the comments. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, well. All right. Just when I thought I was getting close, I'm not. Creating with Amy. Yep. I think you're agreeing with me on the extra time stuff. That's good. Interdivergent. Hi. Annette. Hi. Oh, thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. What are we praising me for? Annette. Hi. Rilo Ken. Hello. Mark B. Just ordered your book. I'm assuming you're talking about my book. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. My book, Autism, Feels and Earthling's Guide, is available worldwide on Amazon if you want to go check it out. There's also the Kindle version. Or if you'd like, you can buy a personally signed copy by me, personally signed, posted via my website, orionkelly.com.au. There's a few boxes left. So get in, my friends. Okay. I've lost control again, sorry. Neurospicy Sherry. I think it's a great idea that you're doing about with your son's university. Bloody fantastic. Paradox. Always got to make sure there's chicken parmigiana on the menu. But try new things, absolutely. James, would it be offensive if we made bingo cards for Orion's live chats? The first one you'd add is, I'm sorry, guys, I just can't keep up with these comments. No, that wouldn't be offensive. Other things you could say is, I've got a book, Autism Feels, and Earthling's Guide. I'm sure Jen from Neurodivergent, who I think just joined us, she would have plenty of things you could add to my bingo card. Do you know I'm an author? Yep. How many videos have I made? Almost 800. So take that. Not 700. Not 700, James. Almost 800. Brittany Daniels, contact VOC rehab counsellor today. Been overlooked since the needed email. This job coach who worked at Google Centre next door to. Oh, okay, cool. A better paying job outside of retail. That's awesome. Sophie's gone. It's 2:22 a.m. In Paris. Time to sleep. Thanks, Sophie. I'm sorry I missed you saying goodbye, but goodbye. It's 10:25 a.m. on Thursday, the 2nd of May in Australia. It's autumn. It's sunny, but cold. Laurel. Hi, Laurel. How you going? Thanks, Yuri in Korea. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Sorry, guys. I can't keep up with these comments. They're going too fast. I did it again! Bingo! Neurospicy Sherry, I'm in Texas. We need more NDs in tech. Is Texas the state to live in if you're autistic? I swear to God. So neurodivergent Jen, don't mind me. I'm just lurking and eating PHO. Pho. What's pho? Did I ask you this question before and you didn't tell me? I'm not joking. What's PHO? Is that like what the kids say for food? I'm eating some food. Oh yeah, it's not food, Dad. It's pho. What are you eating? Pho. Fold. What? Couldn't you just say it's Vietnamese? Or couldn't you just say, like, can't you say Vietnamese? Or, I don't understand what, this is not my thing. I don't understand this. A delicious noodle dish. You pronounce it pho? Pho. Okay, so it's a noodle dish, but where did it come from? Right? Is it really called so that the shop's called pho? Hello, pho? Really? That's what it's called. It must be called something else. It's called pho. So shouldn't it be called, it's a Vietnamese restaurant and you've ordered pho. Is that right? Pho isn't the only thing they offer. They don't just offer pho, right? They offer other things, presumably. What, that all start swear words? Is that how it works? Fuck you is what I'm thinking. Mark, you ordered it from me. Well, that's very nice of you. You ordered the book from me through my website. You're a legend. It's sent. I guarantee it's sent. When would I have sent that? If not the start of the week, then in the last week or the week before. It's hard to keep up, my friend, but it's definitely in the mail. Okay, where are we here? I'm sorry, I can't keep up because there's 700 comments from Jen from Neurodivergent just saying hello to everyone. So I've got a lot to get through. Just jumped up again, see? You want to say hello to any more people, Jen? For goodness sakes. Can I just get to the comments? Tortilla chips, hi. Partalote, hi. Sue Bellafendi, g'day. Just want to thank you for your channel and expressing your support. Have a great day. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. See, Blaney, you're enjoying it here. That's good. Neurodivergent shorts only count a little bit. Now, listen here, mate. Here's the thing, chap. A video is a video. Okay? YouTube on the channel says how many videos you have on your channel. Whether it's 20 minutes long or 60 seconds long, it's a video. Do people who watch my shorts watch my long form videos? Not all of them. Vice versa. It's a and by the way, I didn't just wake up, right? Get out of bed and step on videos. Holy crap. I've just stepped on some shorts. What the? Hey, who put these video shorts here? On the ground in the bedroom. They just popped. They were just, what am I going to do with these? Oh, I'll post them, I guess. Yeah, that's right. I got a tissue and I sneezed. Holy crap. I've just found some video shorts. I've just sneezed up from some video shorts. What am I going to do with these? I guess I'll post them. Whoa, Nelly. I mean, my 4-year-old is sitting on the couch picking his nose after school. What is this, Daddy? That's a bloody YouTube short, mate. You've just picked a YouTube short out of your nose, mate. No! I made them! I edited them! What was that? There was a glitch in the system there. I had a glitch. I edited. So yes, there's almost 800 videos, including shorts, that I made. Didn't make them myself. I created them and edited them. Oh, but Orion, they came from a video. Yeah, but it's not the same edit. It's edited differently to what you see in the long form. They're different videos. Some people just watch the shorts and go, holy crap, this is really speaking to me, man. So yeah, that's my rant on shorts. Whatever, man, by the way. God, help me. Sometimes I think Jen just comes on just to make me go off on rants because people like rants and she just likes to wind me up. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. Yep, another one for the bingo card. Was that a joke, Jen? Oh, man. Elisa, or Alyssa, how do you find it being misunderstood? How do you find it difficult? How do you deal with being misunderstood? Yeah, all autistic people do. You know what? I really hope you guys can help and answer this question too for Alyssa, because autistic people are constantly misunderstood, and I'm misunderstood by autistic people, let alone neurotypical people. And it's like there's no point in trying to not be misunderstood anymore, because the two brains aren't going to connect. So you just have to start off misunderstanding and then try to, okay, hang on a second, I wasn't trying to offend you. Let's work backwards here. That's what I try to do. They misunderstand me, they automatically get defensive. It's like, well, actually, sorry, hang on a second. I wasn't trying to upset you or offend you. I'm trying to explain something, or I was trying to say this, or this is what I meant by that. Like, you've got to start there and then try to work there. That's the only advice I can say. But the idea that it won't go away or it won't be as distressing as it once was is just not the case. It's really hard. Lachlan, hi, welcome. Archie, hi from Melbourne. Okay, Brittany. Well, hopefully that non-retail job is going to be better for you. Beebs, that's an interesting thought about helping people. Veronica, so I have a guy friend that has autism, so an autistic guy friend, and he really likes me, wanna be friends, but I think sometimes I send Nick's messages because I really care about him. Okay. I think what you're saying is you know an autistic guy, and he really likes you more than friends, maybe, is what you're saying, and you think you send him mixed messages because you care about him. I think I'm getting this right. What I would say is, okay, well, let's just depersonalize it, and then I can just speak about it in a more generic way. Autistic people don't get messages, don't get signs. Like, no, there's exceptions, and that's a general statement. But what I'm saying is we at least struggle with them. So mixed messages are poison for autistic people. I hate them. You have to know where you stand. As an autistic person, you want to know where you stand. And the longer the other person delays telling them where they stand, as in, look, I'm just here to be friends. I have no, interest any further than just friends. The longer that's delayed, the more the mixed messages or the more the lack of information will prolong the pain and the distress and really make the autistic person feel like a moron, which is not what they want to feel like. I personally think you have to just be, I think you have to be bang on with autistic people. Hey, Jenna. Visible friend, hi. Spicy autistic, hi. Yeah, so with regards to mixed messages, friends, the idea of autistic people you think might be interested in you more than friends, or you're not working out about mixed messages, there should never be the idea you even think you are sending mixed messages to an autistic person. Even if you're autistic, you have to let them know where they stand at all times. That is really important. I can't stress that enough. Yeah. Because autistic people, we really require facts and logic and black and white and concrete, right? So leading people on, playing at both sides, kind of maybe friends, maybe this, or doing it for good reasons potentially, is really damaging. What do you guys think? Violet, hey, Still having comments about Vietnamese restaurants. And the comments moved up again. I mean, I lost them. Not going to force myself to apologize for the bingo card. Creating with Amy wants the Orion going on a ranch to be part of a bingo card. James, don't start me on cake. Lachlan thinks Jen from Neurodivergent just wants chaos. That's exactly right. Brittany, can you please talk about having autism without an intellectual disability, but has auditory processing disorder and language processing disorder? Okay, I'll look into that for a topic. That's interesting. I'll look into that for a topic and see if that's something I can talk about. Did it again. Artsy Artifacts. Hey, Artsy Artifacts. Thank you, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing, mate. Appreciate what you do. Hope all is well with everyone. Thank you very much for your message and your amazing super thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Whitney hates when people beat around the bush. 1000%. Sing it, sister. But not only beat around the bush, because autistic people can kind of do that sometimes. You know how we kind of like talk, we explain something 7 times. Not only beat around the bush, but won't just tell you the truth or, see, beating around the bush is one thing, but then stringing you along is another thing, right? But I agree with you. Buckaroo Bonsai, you agree too. That's why I love science so much. Vlad, yeah, mixed signals are hell. Ambiguity. Is it unambiguous? Black and white, concrete, rigid. These are the things that just are absolute game changers for relationships. Shine from the inside. Even if it hurts my feelings, I'd rather know where I stand. Absolutely, 100%. Georgia Polly, a few more things to talk about with your partner and living abroad and not many people that you know. It's a great thing too for people in the comments to talk to you about, to provide thoughts and things. When Meltdown, your husband goes to vent with anyone, so using people around him to blame. You understand it's an outburst, autistic rage, the blaming, but the problem is that the last time he did it, also with my circle of friends, and they came back to me, tell me what happened. Okay, yeah. No, but that's tricky. That's a tricky situation. Hopefully people can help with that comment. Visible friend, never understand why people lie. Well, I agree. I mean, autistic people lie, but, everything is logical to us. So it's in most instances, so here's the reason I think. In most instances, for autistic people, it's logical to not lie. It's logical to tell the truth because we think in telling the truth, that's helpful, right? For neurotypical people, to them, their logical brain is clearly not as developed or as large as their emotional brain. That's one of the key differences of an autistic brain. So to them, it makes more sense to lie sometimes for virtually the same reason we don't. They think it's more helpful or it shows love or kindness to lie. Autistic people sometimes tell the truth because we think that is the helpful, kind, loving way to share. We don't look at it from the point of view of the harm it could cause because we don't see it as harm. How is it harm if it's the truth? So it's a very strange. I totally dig that. Ernestine, you were engaged to a narcissist, and I didn't even know I was autistic back then. Man, it almost broke my soul. Oh, I bet. I mean, relationships and, are so hard as autistic people. And you can be vulnerable, to relationship abuse and that kind of stuff. I totally get it. It's bloody horrible. Spicy Autistic, Lauren, aka Amanda, aka Spicy Autistic, has a YouTube channel, very new. You're waiting on your lavalier mic in the mail on Friday. That's cool. That's awesome. Well, I hope it arrives and it's all sweet and it all does well for you when you get going. But remember, there are no needs for these right now. If you do feel inspired to have a chat with your community, record some stuff, you just need your phone and do it. The mic and add it along the way, definitely fantastic. But if you do feel inspired to talk to your community, Spicy, Autistic, you should just do it, man. Smokey, got to tell the truth. I had a girl tell me straight up, but then a few weeks of me not fawning over her and she asked me if I hated her. Exactly. It's very tricky. God damn it. I can't keep up with these bloody things. Helen, absolutely. You're talking about your daughter with friends and all the issues with friends, and in a dark place when she was 10, she now has her first genuine friend. I mean, I can relate to that completely. It's horrible. Visible friend. Hey, Jen, I was just watching you on the Thomas Henley show. What's that? Sorry, Jen was a guest, right? That's cool. You were just watching her on that. I'm surprised that there was original content on that channel. Struggling to keep up, doing my best. It's not possible. What about those who have ADHD and the tendencies of not making up their minds or something? Unintentional beating around the bush, asks Spicy Autistic. Yeah, potentially. Whitney, you asked about my axolotls. Conan's axolotls. They're doing great. They're doing good. So is our cats, Daisy and Roger. And Conan also has small fish in a small tank in his room. And basically every other day or every other week, they're dying. It's a water issue. We're working through it. It's very scientific. Okie dokie. Would you mind discussing ADHD people, so autistic and ADHD people who take stimulants for their ADHD? Absolutely. And then say they feel more autistic. Huh. You saw a meme about ADHD being an ADHD as personality and then existential crisis. Okay. That's a really interesting topic. I've never thought about that. If you're an ADHD and you take the stimulants and medication for your ADHD, you're saying that potentially helps you feel more the real you? That's a really interesting thought. I actually haven't looked into this yet, but I don't really talk about this much. I don't know why, but yeah. So our son, who's autistic, also has ADHD. As am I. But I haven't really talked about that. But anyway, I haven't tried. He has them, but I haven't tried the medication, the stimulants yet. But some people have said, like for me, I find I get very tired in the afternoon. By the afternoon, like cognitively tired, and I'm just wiped out. And I think maybe it's the ADHD brain of part of my brain that's causing that. And I wonder if medication would provide me with a bit more energy. So I don't take ADHD medication, though my son does, and I certainly could. But I have heard that can help. I very much hit a massive fatigue wall in the early afternoon, and I think it's because of all, the brain. But that would be really interesting to learn more about. I don't know about that. And in worst case scenario, in the end, you try something and it doesn't work and you move on, right? You can't shame people for trying things. You can't shame people for stopping things. Visible store, Orion. Do you design the shirts in your store? Yeah, they all came out of my head. I have more ideas on my phone too. So basically, if you go to my YouTube channel and you look at the, like the merch shelf or whatever, I have like a spread shop, and yeah, no one else personally came out of my brain, and I went into Canva. I created the designs myself. So yeah, all my t-shirts are designed personally by me, thought of by me, quirky, stupid ideas that no one probably likes. And I've got a few more coming up. I think of ideas from time to time, but yeah, anyway. Okay. Thank you for saying that. Paradox. Any advice? You say the NDIS meeting for both kids ended with a promise of email with resources, pretty much just a link to the Amaze website, not as life-changing as they said. Well, that's true. There are some incredible resources within the Amaze website. Amaze is an Australian-based autism organisation. In fact, I think I'm wearing their hoodie right now. I am. So yeah, but it's true. I agree. James, you love sarcasm, but in an autistic chat, not a great idea. Interdivergent. Have I tried popping the chat out? When you make it full screen, it's easier to follow, less movement. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm confused what you mean. You mean me? The less movement, it's distracting. I see what you're saying. Ernestine, even if you try to lie to make people feel better about their choices, you can't hide the true feelings in your facial expressions. Absolutely. Peter, I'm sorry to hear about your Jack Russell. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I get that. I get how hard that is, especially when you have someone that's kind of there with you. I've experienced similar things. I'm sorry to hear that. Angela, hi, Angela Green. JMS, hey. Oh, okay, Spicy. I'm not sure what they offer in Australia. You've mentioned different types of medication. I'm not sure what they offer in Australia with regards to the brands and the types, but yeah, I don't know if it's something people think is helpful. Interdivergent, sarcastic humor is the only humor we can laugh on the inside. Hit the three dots. Is the three dots the like button? Well, if you're having fun chatting with the community and connecting, hit the three dots and hit the like button. We've been going for 57 minutes. So we're getting close to an hour. Cat W, your posts this week slayed me. In what way, Cat? I hope that's a good thing. What's today? Thursday. I pretty much finished my video for Monday, so I can speak a bit about it. Remember how I posted on the community about, hey guys, what do you want me to talk about? Like, what's some topics you'd like to suggest? And stacks of people commented, which is amazing. Thank you. I've got a big list and I'm working through it. And my video coming out on Monday is on autistic shutdowns. I had lots of people say, can you please do a video on shutdowns? People are always doing videos on meltdowns and burnout, but no one really talks about shutdowns. So my friends, I have prepared and edited and will upload in the coming days for Monday a brand new video explaining autistic shutdowns. I'll talk about practical examples of how they actually look, and I'll give you quite a few triggers to, number one, be aware of, and number two, navigate. So examples and triggers and a real insight into autistic shutdowns coming your way Monday. And by popular demand, that's that one. The video I'll record next in a couple of weeks. By popular demand, again, because of your comments, people keep asking, Orion, can you do a video specifically about lots of tips on dealing with your autistic kid or partner who has demand avoidance, actual tips? Okay. Can you see Roger? He just wants to watch. He's sitting on my chair in the study behind me, just likes to hear my voice and hang out and chill. Don't you, buddy? Anyway, that's Roger. Little kitten Roger. He's a funny fella. He likes to hang out with me, just hear my voice and sleep. So anyway, I have prepared a script to record for you guys. You specifically asked for a video with just tips. That's it. Just tips. I just want tips, Orion, on how to help my autistic kid with demand avoidance, right? Okay, well, I'm done it. I'm doing it, okay? I'm recording it soon. It's coming. So I'm basically just making videos for the next period of time, just based on what you guys asked me to do. I've got a massive list, so I'm just getting started. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Any dad? Yeah, so that's right. Diagnosis came virtually at the same time, but for the process with our son, it might not have ever come. So yeah, it came with my son. We were pretty much diagnosed at the same time, but I would definitely say after, because if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't start to go, wow, all this is really resonating, which I think is a very common situation. Visible friend, you loved the interview with Karen from Proudly Autistic. It was great, wasn't it? She's great. I was hoping you'd catch up with Fern Brady. Fern Brady's quite famous, right? Doesn't she have a Netflix special? I'm not entirely sure Fern Brady would talk to me. I mean, she's got a Netflix comedy special, so that would tell me that there's no chance of me talking to Fern Brady. But that'd be cool. James says I should do a bingo card for Jen or Claire. That'd be a funny video. Okay. Okay, Co, my son is diagnosed and you changed mine about me going to get assessed, but he and I just seem to set off each other. That's just common, man. You get two autistic people in the same room in a family, and they're going to set off each other. My son, his stimming can trigger me. We trigger each other. It's not malicious. It's just the way it is. Very relatable. Helen, sounds like you're going through a really busy period. I love how you present your content. It's so easy to understand. Great for family that doesn't get it. Oh, well, I appreciate that. That's one of the main reasons why I try to be me, just me on the videos. So hopefully it can entertain people that don't really want to hear it to the point where they actually open up and listen. Spicy Autistic. I feel like you're giving me a suggestion, but then smacking me in the face. It would be really cool for you to collab with Morgan Harper Nichols, but she's way too popular. Do you want to hit me again? I mean, seriously, it's classic. I actually don't know who she is. I've never heard of this person or him. I don't know who this person is. So they're that popular. I've never heard of them, but they're clearly too popular for me, which makes me feel really good. Visible friend. Are you talking about Fern coming to Australia? Is that what you're saying? Stephanie says an interview with Agony Auti. Is that right? Would be cool. Okay, I've got to write these down. Good night, Shine from the inside. Thank you for being here. I bet it makes a busy house. Helen? I'm getting slapped back and forth here by Spicy Autistic. So much going on, so much happening. What have we been doing here? 65 minutes. Visible friend, Australia is very big. Yes, it is very big. It is definitely bigger than the Isle of Man. Fern Brady being in Australia potentially doesn't mean she's close to me. Yes, Australia, geographically, land size, Australia is very, very big. But yes. I will pass on the hello, Veronica. Thank you. All right, let's wrap this up. 66 minutes. This is your warning to say goodbye to everyone. I'm sorry if you've just joined. I'm really happy to have you here, but we have been going for 66 minutes, and it gets to the point where it's important to give everyone a break and move on. Yeah, we always hang out, at least weekly. So thank you, Spicy and Whitney, for being here and helping out. I appreciate it, Whitney. Thank you so much. Thanks, Spicy. Good luck with the mic. And thank you for everyone who has been here and said hey and caught up and got together. You can watch this again in replay. You can hit the like button before you leave. Whatever helps you, whatever floats your boat. Have a great night, guys. Or if you're near me, have a great day. Either way, my friends, it's May. It's almost Christmas. I don't know what that means. Bye.